particular line, has a kind of an allusion to Wordsworth's line. Voyaging to strange seas of thought alone. Voyaging to strange seas of thought alone. How do you compare these two? Voyaging, no, from your breakup. Voyaging to strange seas.
I don't think you can just take one line. You can, but it has to.
I want to compare this line with this one.
No, the rhythmic structure has to by being rhythmic, it has to repeat.
No, that's not right. Suppose I take these two lines and now, if I want to kind of read them.
What is the line?
Voyaging to strange seas of thought alone. To strange seas of thought alone.
Voyaging through strange seas of thought alone. Voyaging through strange seas of thought alone. It's probably 14 beat. Voyaging.
There's a comma after strange seas of thought alone.
I know. So the pause.
Yeah.
Voyaging pause through strange pause. Voyaging through strange seas. No pause. So voyaging pause through strange seas pause. Of thought pause. Alone pause.
Yeah.
I get 14.
14.
Yeah. So we have to see the rest of the lines around it.
That's all right. No, the rest of the lines are poetically very poor.
So no, it doesn't matter, but rhythmically whether they fit.
Rhythmically it is the same pentametric structure.
No, but pentameter, hexameter doesn't matter. Rhythm is rhythm. That's why the correspondence between metrical foot and rhythmic measure is rational and not one for one. Like we saw those two ions fit in one measure, so they became half measure.
No, why I am saying this particular line? In fact, this whole passage, starting from near to earth's wideness, intimate with heaven, till the end of this whole description.
So let's take this line.
Yeah.
This on this page, starting with 16 beats.
Yeah.
This is, as I say, the shortest line.
Yeah.
A body like a parable of dawn.
Yeah.
This has to fit in 16 beats.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it has to meaning that should be the natural rhythm in which it is flowing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will. Let's read a few lines before and after.
Yeah.
A heart of silence in the hands of joy. That probably fits 16 beats. Inhabited with rich creative beats. A body like a parable of dawn. A body like a parable of dawn. Yeah, it's 16 beats.
Yeah.
Even though there are so few words, you have to give it the pause or the elongation to bring out that line.
Yeah.
A body like a parable of dawn. That's
now, is it coming basically of lengthening out the sort of vowels like body, body?
It's not. Yeah, it's an elongation of vowels.
Sometimes it is why you are elongating in body? You see.
If I read it, okay, I mean, suppose I remove all metrical thoughts from my mind. Let's read this. As in a mystic and dynamic dance, a priestess of immaculate ecstasy, inspired and ruled from truth's revealing vault, moves in some prophet cavern of the gods. A heart of silence in the hands of joy, inhabited with rich creative beats. A body like a parable of dawn that seemed a niche for veiled divinity, or a golden temple door to things beyond. They're all 16 beat lines.
Yeah.
But it's not just elongation. For example, inhabited with rich,
Yeah.
pause, pause.
Yeah.
Or that seemed a niche, pause,
Yeah.
for veiled divinity.
Yeah.
So it could be just silence.
Yeah.
But that space is needed, that time,
Yeah.
the gap, elongation or whatever you
Yeah,
want to
but
call it.
in this line, the elongation is more perceptible. A body like a parable of dawn.
Because the vowels are flowing. It's a
Yeah,
flowing,
exactly.
flowing word.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But rich is a stop word. It stops the breath.
Yeah, a
But
body
there's a
like a
pause.
parable of dawn. See,
No,
even
the previous line. Inhabited with rich, creative beats.
Yeah.
So rich has a pause.
Yeah, obviously.
If you say inhabited with rich creative beats,
No, that's the gone.
it's a prose. It's not even.
Yeah, nothing. It's not nothing.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Inhabited with rich creative beats, a body like a parable of dawn. If you were to compress it, a body like a parable of dawn, a body like a parable of dawn.
Yes. Yeah. No, but I think it's a good approach, good way of looking into the structural aspects of vowelation and sound.
Yeah, I would just call it the rhythmic aspect. The rhythmic aspect underlying the poem.
It is true. You see, I mean, vowelation is important also. A body like a parable of dawn. Of course, apart from alliteration of L, like, and parable, which carry the sound along with it, you see. Essentially, what I'm saying is parable. E is not accented at all, but there is an elongation of sound.
Yes, there's a quantity.
There is an elongation of sound, you see there.
Yeah. It's the quantity and yeah. You have to
That
account.
is what I'm saying, vowelation, you see.
But like rich.
No, let's take this line particularly.
No, but I've taken the previous line.
Yeah.
Or the next line.
Yeah.
There's a rich and a niche.
Yeah.
They both
Huh.
stop the
Yeah.
sound
That's true.
and have a pause or a silence.
Yeah.
But that's also part of the elongation and the rhythm. So whether it is pause because of a consonant or an elongation because of a vowel, the space has to be given based on the rhythmic structure that underlies those lines.
Yeah, it is true. You see, no, but still, my feeling is, see, here the elongation of sound due to the presence of E-type sound in body, parable. See, that is something which is really sustaining the beauty of the line.
Sure.
Even and to such an extent that even down gets to some extent expanded. It's not down.
By the way, from the chant, once you get the rhythmic structure for chanting to singing, is a, I would say, relatively short step. But once you have the rhythmic structure, you just have to change the tonality that you give to the different sounds. And I'm of course no singer, but a body like a parable of dawn has just one or two tones in it.
I don't think it can be sung.
You don't know if there are such musicians.
Of course, that is
there might
possible.
be musicians who can do it. There are, musicians. For example, Dhaneshwar, Banga, they're dormant in a certain style of rendering for 750 years. And then some guy comes up and says, no, it should be sung in this manner. And he has a singer who can do it.
Of course, that cannot be ruled out.
Yes.
It is true, of course. That is true, of course. Because the seeds are there already in that.
But the seeds develop like that. There's metrical structure which induces the rhythmic structure.
Now let me go one step further than in the same context of discussion. Basically, for instance, we have seen, or we briefly talked about it, the lyrics of the Veda. They were written as meters, chandas, directly as they came to the Rishi.
You can even say that the rigs were spoken or said,
Shruti.
and then Chandas were derived from them.
Well, I will not say that. Chandas are eternally present in the rhythmic dimension of the truth. They are the rhythmic movements of the truth in their own manner. They are eternally present. So they got kind of transcribed here in another language. I will put it that way, you see. So in that sense, Chanda is more primordial, more natural also, you see. Now my point was not that. All right, the Rick is there. And maybe, as we have seen a certain line here, later on, when the aspect of musical sound came forward, so to say, then the Samaveda came,
Yes.
and then the chanting of Vedas began.
Yes.
Chanting of Vedas began, you see. The question which I have got in my mind is, all right, the lyric is there, the text is there. We have got now the chant here. Is that the end?
No, it has gone to develop the music.
Huh?
It has to develop into its own music.
All right, music also can become. Can it become a song?
But what is a song?
Huh.
You know, it could be,
Huh.
I don't know what form it will take, but it
No,
could be that
no, we are
there's
not
a
worried about
chant,
that. We are not worried about that.
but it could be a vocalized chant
Huh.
which with an induced orchestral background
Huh. Yeah.
in which it sits. That could be
No,
one aspect.
it can be even instruments also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instrument, orchestra, whatever
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
call it. But
yeah.
that's what I meant by orchestra, not a voiced.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Or it could be, actually it could be like voice duets, right? There's someone who's chanting and someone who's singing.
Yes.
Or it could be pure song too.
Yeah.
I don't know why not.
Yeah. So now, I mean, then can we say that it got sort of terminated there? That effort, that understanding, that insight into the whole aspect of rendering
Of Rigveda or of what?
of after Rigveda into Samaveda, and then it stopped.
No, it didn't stop. There are so many raga and all those things.
No. Same chant, same root.
That is the limitation, a needless limitation. For example, there
that
are,
is why I am talking about that part.
Aren't there now modern renderings of Gita and all this singing?
Yeah, but then I don't think that.
Or you look at Valmiki's Ramayana or something.
In fact,
That is
Ramayana is a separate story. I am talking specifically.
No, but he did not necessarily start singing.
Of course, it was not.
But it is now sung.
No, that is no. Basically, Ramayana is a totally different story. I am talking of Rig, basically.
Yeah.
So now, when the Rigvedic scripture is there, text is there, then it became a Samavedic chant. And then they got three-party repetition of line in certain manner, repetitive in that kind of. It went on like that. The whole tradition got built up. Now, my point is, now does it mean then that the further development in that direction ceased?
I don't think
Stop
so,
it.
because it developed into raga.
It has not, rag is a totally different thing.
No.
I am talking of a particular rig. Suppose I take this passage. Today I am reading it in an accented meter.
Yes.
Tomorrow I am reading it like a chant.
Yes.
The day after tomorrow I am reading like a piece of song.
Yeah.
So that kind of a development of the same piece I am saying.
Yeah, but now you're talking of the evolution of, it's a whole social phenomenon.
Exactly.
As a social, artistic, cultural phenomenon, music developed, but the content of the words became more localized, right? It developed to communicate emotion more than to communicate realization. And so it got proliferated with emotion-filled content. But there is I think there is some validity to this part which I want to say, which is that if there is a revealed or inspired or knowledge-filled content, it is probably closer to chanting. Or chanting probably more fully communicates that content, and singing probably communicates more the bhakti or emotional content.
No, I will not. I mean, I see that thing. I mean, but from the futuristic point of view, I will not close that. I will not close that issue there.
Yes. You should want to combine.
I would not
all
close it there.
aspects in
Yeah.
presentation.
Yeah.
So,
See, for instance, if I had to talk in terms of future music, Shivam has talked of future poetry, future music.
okay. So that's a very deep and different topic.
Yes.
And again, I am not qualified to talk about it, but I'll tell you later about this
Okay.
series of lectures by Bernstein, which exactly goes to that issue.
Yeah.
Leonard Bernstein. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.